brains and the beauty behind one of the best radio shows in the country. For more than a decade, Jackie O and Kyle Sandilands have dominated the airwaves. They've excited and outraged listeners with their pranks and their interviews.
They have won 9 radio awards. They've topped the ratings more than 50 times. And Jackie O is here with us in the studio. Why did you cringe when we said more than a decade? Come on, you look marvellous.
I know, that made me sound really old. I'm so sorry. I've just arrived on your set.
Because you've been working.
I just come from the radio show and I come into your car park. They've got a spot. It's the world's tightest car spot, by the way.
Yes.
And there's a big truck kind of blocking half of it. And they're like, you have 1 minute until you're on the air. And I'm getting into this tight car spot. I open the door and I literally I'm stuck. I cannot get out. There's not enough room. So I've jumped on set and I'm sorry, I look a bit dishevelled. No hair.
You don't look dishevelled.
Okay,
That's
good.
one thing I know about you, Jackie, and I've been into your radio studio at like 6 o'clock in the morning and you still look incredible.
You've come on the good days, Sonia.
Oh,
there's bad days, trust me.
Do you get made up every day for that? Because you're filming yourself in the studio as well now. Because that's what you have to do.
I don't make the effort every day, I've got to say. Sometimes I'd rather press the snooze button than get up early and doll myself up. But it's funny because it has changed. When I started radio, there were no videos, there was no...
streaming.
No.
Exactly. So you kind of... It's
no
webcams
social media.
were a different thing.
No, I know. So it's a double-edged sword, I guess.
Yeah. Well, you and Kyle, you've been together now for 16 years, haven't you?
Yeah.
But when you first sort of tested with him,
yes,
you didn't really like him that much.
Well, we tested with quite a few people and none of them were working. And the boss said, look, there's this guy from Triple M in Brisbane, give him a go. And he just chucked him on air the first night and it didn't go so well. I mean, it was okay. But by night number 3, something just clicked and we knew we had a good thing going. It didn't take long, but yeah, the first 2 nights weren't so great.
Look, it's a big time. You've had so many things going on. Your daughter Kitty had her first day at school last week.
Yeah.
So what school, what year is she in? She in kindy?
Kindy.
Yeah, like Leo. She's the same age as Leo.
Yeah.
How does she go?
Oh,
She's loving it. I mean, she's so excited. I cried. I was a wreck. Were you? Did you cry?
We did first day at preschool.
did.
Yeah, it's hard not to. So you're letting them go. It's a big deal.
The thing at Leo's school, you do a drop-off and they just sort of get out the car without you now.
Oh, really?
That's where he wants to do that, and so that's the thing.
Oh, look at her dressed up there.
Oh, she was like Ray. I saw her.
Yeah.
Leo saw her as Ray at the Star Wars premiere.
I saw him at the Star Wars premiere.
Yeah. She looked great.
Yeah, she's obsessed with Star Wars.
Good.
Obsessed. We've got every single action figure at home and we have to role play all the new Star Wars characters.
Yeah.
You're raising a daughter right.
I know. My husband's proud.
You recently rated your top 3 interviews of all time. There was Oprah, Angelina Jolie and Will Smith.
Yes.
So tell us, though, your least favourite interviews.
Least favourite would, and I think a lot of people will say the same thing as when Avril Lavigne first came out. She was a bit difficult, let's just say. I remember she came into the studio and...
She was young.
She was young. I don't think she knew how to handle fame. I think she was being pushed by her record company to the brink where she was just exhausted and over it. And she came into our studio and she just turned her back on us and did the interview. And it was really off-putting.
Really?
Like actually kind of did the whole interview like this. And and so, but then now she's amazing. I mean, she's come a long way since then. P. Diddy was probably another one that it was bad because it just didn't happen. They flew me all the way over to New York to do him, and Molly Meldrum did him first, and then I sat down in front of him, and he just said, "I'm going to go to the toilet and come back," and he never came back. So
and he's still there.
Something I said.
I know. Yeah. So that wasn't.
So, okay, number 3. Do you have a third in that?
Third worst? No. Thankfully we haven't had too many bad ones.
Yeah.
You guys seem to get the best out of people,
Don't you think? Sometimes the bad ones are actually the best ones.
Yeah.
I know. I kind of wish sometimes we had those real clunkers, you know, because they're talk-worthy.
You know how you and Kyle always subject your guests to a game? I remember going in one day and they put a lie detector on me, which was awesome.
Did we really?
Yes. Actually, you weren't there. Kyle did it.
Oh,
What's your face like? You should know these things.
I know. That sounds terrible.
I started sweating, but we did want to play a game with you called Never Have I Ever. So we've got a couple of really quick questions.
Our paddles are coming.
We don't have the paddle, but just say
we'll just do it.
I have or I have never. All right.
All right.
The first one: Never have I ever been in the middle of interviewing a celebrity and forgotten their name.
I have, yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
Okay.
That happens all the time.
Was it Sean Combs? P. Diddy? Is it
No,
Puff Daddy?
I know. That's why I lost it.
Yeah.
I know. It's usually when it's contestants from reality shows or bands that come in that have a lot of members, and I'm thinking I don't know who's who. And
no, fair
It's,
enough.
it's Dave Grohl and the rest of the Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
Okay, never have I ever told a lie to Kyle.
Oh, well, I have many times.
Yes, okay.
That's a yes.
The Obama stuff
Too many
is
to
probably
count.
the best lies I think you've told.
Yeah, he fell
of
for that
him.
twice. That was ridiculous.
That was but the fact
Yeah.
you got him a second time.
I know,
What
I
did
know.
he say to you after that? Was he embarrassed? Or
He
was
was just, I think, a little bit like over it. It was like, come on, please
Do you
stop
think you
with
can
this.
make it up to him and actually get him the interview?
I would love that.
I kind of think
I
it'd be
don't know
nice.
if we can. I'll try. And that's the thing. I really hope that we get Obama and he doesn't believe it and he hangs up on him.
That would be awesome. That would be fantastic. Now, how about this one? Never have I ever pretended my phone had a bad signal to end a call.
Oh, yes, I have. I have done that. Yeah, I can't remember who it was, but I've definitely done that a few times.
I've done that live on air here.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about never have I ever been offered $20 million to return to Today FM? Oh, yeah, we did.
Yeah, but seriously, that's a lot of money.
I can say. I wish I have never. Never.
Never?
No.
I love it. Well, the Kyle and Jackie O show is on weekday mornings from 6 a.m. on Sydney's Kiss FM, heard right around the country at 6 p.m. Jackie, thank you so
Thanks,
much.
guys.
Good
Good
luck
to see
getting
you.
out of that
Hi
car
to
space.
Kyle.
I will.
All right.
Good luck getting out of the car space. I mean, we didn't mean to do that, but we have filmed
Try
it.
not to scratch David's car.
I drive a truck. Still to come.